So tired of the internet saying extensions ruin your hair, so let's talk about what actually causes damage to your hair with extensions. Extensions themselves are not damaging. Bad education, bad installs, and bad maintenance are. Most of the horror stories I've seen online are from hairstylists not understanding density matching, weight distribution, tension, all of those types of things. And that is what really causes damage for a client. Just because a stylist has a certification does not mean they know what they're doing. You do not have to have a certification to do extensions. You just need proper training. And in those certifications, a lot of times they're a 1 or 2 day, 3 day intensive. And there's just things that you will never learn in those classes that you need to know when doing extensions. A major problem I see is too much hair. People will attach like 6 genius wefts in a row. And as a hairstylist, I know clients don't necessarily know this, but as a hairstylist, when we order hair, we know how much grams come in a like pack, row, whatever it is. Also, most of us have scales we could measure what it is. But if you take 6 genius wefts and put them on a row, it usually equals the same or more than a volume genius weft. And at that point, why are you stacking so much hair on a row? I will never understand it. I do not understand it at all. It does not make sense to me. Not understanding the density match. I have fine hair. If I take this tiny section of hair and try to put a big weft on it, it is going to break my hair. And a lot of times these stylists are told, you take this much hair and this much hair in a bead, and that is for every client. Why would you take the same amount of hair for a fine hair client that you would a thick, dense haired client? That doesn't make sense. Why would you put the same amount of hair on a row, a beaded row of a fine hair guest as you would a thick haired guest? Your hair can only support so much. My mom, she has super fine hair. She wants the hair of a mermaid. And I'm like, you can't have the hair of a mermaid because your hair is not that. Your hair cannot support that. So a lot of times people come in, they want the big, voluminous, bombshell, Victoria's Secret model runway hair. But if your hair isn't naturally like that, I cannot give that to you with extensions because it is not going to support it. Your hair is not going to support it. I can give you, it can look more voluminous, it can look fuller, but it's not going to look that extreme because your hair will not be able to support that amount of hair. Another thing that I see is hairstylists